guys, it's Aoife from Words of Clover, and I'm here to give you a TBR of some books I'm planning to read in June for the Queer Lit Readathon. This is a great readathon. I'm going to leave all the information down below, as well as the Twitter account and some of the hosts. And I did see it because of Jean from Jean's Bookish Thoughts, as she is a guest host for this year's readathon, so I will leave her channel down below where she goes through an explanation of all the prompts and things like that to do with the readathon, which I found really helpful. So I have some books picked out for this readathon that I'm really excited to read. Some of them have been on my TBR for a while, and I'm really glad to get the opportunity to read them now in June. So I haven't picked books for every single category. Instead, I've just kind of figured out which books will kind of give me a bingo score on the bingo card that is connected to the readathon. And I think I have a few books where I might be able to get 2. If I read all of them, I think I'll get 2 bingos, but hopefully I will at least get 1 bingo, so that's what I'll be hoping to aim for during the course of the week. So the first book I want to talk about is for the create your own category, which is kind of just to read any book or to like kind of create your own category with the book you're reading. And I'm actually going to go for horse novels because I do like a good horsey book now and again. As people who might follow me for a while know, I'm a horse girl and I love books about horse girls or horse boys, and this one is about a horse boy, and this is Quick Bright Things Come to Confusion by Mary Pagonis. It is the sequel to a book that I read a while ago that is a book that I've actually been meaning to read for a long time, and we are following just a character who is a little bit rough around the edges, but he's also a very talented show jumper, horse rider, dressage. And at the start of the first book, he's working in a stables, and he ends up taking on board this horse that he really feels is going to go somewhere. This horse has a lot of potential, but he needs to really work with this horse to get it to the standard it needs to be. And we see him start a relationship in this book as well. And in this book, I believe in this book, he got an opportunity at the end of the last book, where in this book we're going to be in a new location and with some new challenges to do with show jumping, and he's going to be riding different horses in the show jumping circuit, and he's also going to be separated from the person he has started a relationship with in the first one. So there might be some like long distance relationship issues in this one. I'm not 100% sure, but this is one I'm really looking forward to getting into, as I did really enjoy the first book, and it just took me a really long time to get to the sequel. It's been on my Kindle for so long, so I really need to get to it, and it's been a while since I've read a really good horsey novel as well, so I'm looking forward to getting into this. The next book I am planning to read is for the topic of M-Spec, which I think this one counts for because one of the characters is bisexual, and that is The Lady's Guide to Celestial Mechanics. This is a book I've heard like a bunch of different people talk about. It is a historical Regency romance, and it is based around the relationship between 2 women, one of whom I believe is lesbian and the other is bisexual. One that I have heard enough people talk about to know that I want to read it. I have it on my Kindle, so I'm going to read it for this readathon and hopefully have a really good time with it, because I just do really enjoy a Regency romance every now and again. The next book I'm going to try and read is actually a book that can kind of tick the boxes for a couple of the different prompts. One of them is for the intersectional prompt, and the other one is for the underrepresented identity, and that is Mr. Loverman by Bernardine Evaristo. And I've chosen this one for these two. One, because it's a book I've heard some really great things about. I read Girl, Woman, Other earlier on in the year by Bernardine Evaristo, and I really enjoyed it. I really loved her writing, and there's so many elements of Mr. Loverman that makes me think that I will really enjoy it. But in this character, we are following a man who is later on in his life, I think he's in like his 60s or 70s. He's been married for a very long time, but he is actually gay and in a secret relationship with another man. And I think we're at a point in his life where he's really trying to figure out what to do next. Does he want to break away from his family and finally live life as like the true person he is? Does he want to really reveal his complete identity? Does he really want to embrace who he really is? And I think we go along his struggle. This is like counts for both, as the main characters in this are people of colour, but they're also older. And I actually think more and more we are seeing these books where we're seeing older people come out, or older people really embrace their identity as queer people, and I really love that, and I think it's something that we need to see more of. I think it's something we need to read more of older characters, especially older characters of colour. And I think we also see a lot of older characters, they're grappling with things around like religion as well, and I think that is something in this book as well. I think the characters in this are quite religious, so there's also that element that's added into the mix. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this because it's one I've really wanted to read for a long time. The book I'm picking for the prompt of summer vibes, I'm picking a book called The Secret of You and Me, and I'm going to be honest, I have this on NetGalley. I absolutely cannot remember anything about the book, except I think it is just a nice contemporary fiction, but there's just something about the the cover that screams summer vibes to me. It's yellow, orange, like sunshine colours, so this definitely kind of just brings to mind summer for me and everything to do with summer, so I'm hoping the book is as pretty and nice as the cover is. The last book I'm hoping to pick up for this readathon is going to be for the prompt of superheroes, and I'm kind of cheating a tiny bit with this one because I'm actually choosing a book called The Sky Weaver by Kristen Cicerelli, and this is the third book in the Ascari trilogy, I believe it is. The first book is The Last of Sarah, and this is a book I have on NetGalley. It's one I've been kind of gearing up to read. I've read the first two in the trilogy now, and this one is the last one left. And the second book and the third book, they're all kind of spin-offs to the first. They're not direct sequels, and they're all following different characters in this world. And the character that we're following in third book is actually someone who I've really enjoyed in the first two. She's probably my favourite character. She is a warrior. She is like kind of captain of the guard. She is really fearsome. She is the person who will protect you. She is the person who will go down fighting to make sure you get out safe. So that is why I'm choosing this one for the superhero prompt, because she's a warrior, she is a hero. So definitely I think she counts as in like the superhero category. So those are all the books I'm planning to read for the Queer Lit Readathon, which is from June 6th to the 12th. If you guys are taking part, what you guys are reading, if you guys have anything else for these prompts that you would suggest, I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.